Signs that a relationship is over. Maybe the conversations feel forced, maybe the silence feels heavier, or maybe, deep inside, you already know the truth. Today we're talking about something painful, raw, and life-changing, the real signs that a relationship is over. Stay till the end because I'll share the hardest sign, the one most people deny until it's too late. If you're new here, I talk about love, healing, relationships, and emotional strength. And if this topic finds you today, maybe it's not an accident. Let's talk about the signs, the ones we see, the ones we ignore, and the ones that quietly break us. When a relationship is dying, it doesn't end with a dramatic moment. It ends with silence. You stop feeling excited to share your day. They don't ask how you're doing. And when something good or bad happens, the first person you used to message isn't the first anymore. It's like the emotional bridge between you two is cracking, piece by piece. You're in the same room, yet miles apart. This is not distance. This is disconnection. When the relationship is healthy, arguments help you grow. But when it's ending, arguments become weapons. Small things explode. One wrong word becomes a war. And suddenly, you're fighting more than you're loving. If you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, always scared of triggering another conflict, that's not love anymore. That's survival mode. Love is supposed to be a place where you breathe freely. But when a relationship is ending, you feel anxious, uncertain, and insecure. You hesitate before expressing your feelings. You hide parts of yourself. You stay quiet because it's easier. And when you can't be yourself with your partner anymore, the relationship has already shifted. Safety is the foundation of love, and without it, everything begins to collapse. Remember the days you talked about the future, the trips, the home, the dreams? Now the future feels blurry. No plans, no discussions, no we, only me. Either one of you avoids commitment, or both of you silently know the future doesn't include each other. A relationship doesn't end when people stop loving. It ends when they stop imagining a future together. This is the most painful kind of loneliness, the kind where the person right next to you feels out of reach. You eat together, you sleep together, but emotionally, you're alone. When their presence no longer comforts you, and your heart feels unsupported, it's a sign the bond is fading. Loneliness inside a relationship is the loudest red flag of all. Every relationship requires effort, but when one person becomes the only one trying, hoping, fixing, and giving, it becomes exhausting. If you're always the one apologizing, planning, caring, or initiating while they remain indifferent or distant, then you're no longer in a partnership. You're in a one-person relationship, and love cannot survive like that. Healthy relationships make you better. Toxic or dying ones make you smaller. When you stop growing, learning, and evolving together, the connection weakens. Maybe your goals don't align anymore. Maybe your energies don't match. Maybe you're walking two different paths. Growing apart is one of the silent killers of long-term relationships. This is the sign nobody talks about but everyone feels. You start imagining peace without the arguments. You picture a life where you're not hurting. You begin to feel relieved at the idea of being alone. When the thought of separation brings more comfort than fear, your heart has already moved on, even if your mind hasn't accepted it yet. This is the beginning of emotional closure. People think constant fights end relationships, but actually a relationship truly dies when there are no fights left. Not because everything is okay, but because neither of you cares enough to fight for it anymore. No questions, no reactions, no jealousy, no effort, just silence. That silence means the emotional investment is gone, and once that disappears, it becomes almost impossible to rebuild the connection. If you recognize these signs, don't blame yourself and don't feel weak. Sometimes relationships end not because people stop loving, but because they stop growing together, and that's okay. You deserve love, peace, respect, and emotional security. Never settle for less. If this video helped you, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs clarity today. Remember, endings are not failures. They are beginnings in disguise.